On this ExactaCut, we were troubleshooting the accuracy of the saw bar, and we noticed that checking this perpendicularity, there was a gap actually at the top of the bar. And so what we needed to do was to actually go ahead and, because it was on the saw side near the bar mount, we needed to shim the joint between the pivot and the bar mount. And as you can see, we went ahead and added an aluminum piece of sheet, or actually in this case, banding was too much. So we used some metal banding and slid it in behind here. We put one here, and one here, so that the angle didn't change in this direction, but just the angle in this direction. And so it was a consistent pivot using the metal banding. But we actually found that a aluminum can cut into 1-inch square strips we put here, here, and here in order to make the bar perfectly perpendicular to the frame. We also, from the original, had to actually cut a weld right here and here with a angle grinder and a cutoff wheel in order to make this pivot. So again, the steps in this case in order to fix the perpendicularity issue of the back, which is a rare thing, but does happen. We had to cut the angle, cut 2 of the tack welds that were back here. We loosened all 6 bolts. We shoved 3 shims underneath it in order to bring the entire saw bar mount this way, retightened it, and rechecked level. We had to do that twice because the initial banding was too thick and overcompensated for the angle. Initially, the gap was on one side, and when we added another one, the gap then became on the other end. So we used a thinner shim material, and again we placed it along near all 3 of the bolts in order to make it even in one direction. So then again, once we checked that, at the same time afterwards, we checked on this side of the frame, and again have perfect perpendicularity and squareness for the frame. So there we have it. We're going to go ahead and replace our the guards that are down here, and we'll go ahead and place them back in and fire this thing up, and we should be nice and square.